Okay, I'm just having a look at the Sundance Energy chart as we come up to this historic moment in the share price. As far as the chart goes, it's 70 cents. Just draw that 70-cent resistance line there. And yeah, gee, how happy would you be if you were a holder from down here? Let's just rocket it up from June there to today. Let's see if we can draw some more on some more resistance points here. There looks like there was one there that it just didn't blink too much at that. There's this one here at 35 cents that balked a little bit at that. There's another one maybe at 40 cents, just a little one there. But anything in between, it's just ignored it practically until 60 cent. 60 cent, I suppose you could. It's a nice round number. Had a little bit of a very small consolidation there, but yeah, you know, you'd be pretty happy if you were a buyer down here or a holder down here. You'd have to be pretty happy, wouldn't you? Unfortunately, I was not a holder from down there. I was having a look at Sundance around this area, so I'll just zoom into the more recent. I'll go to the daily. Bring it up. Here we go. This is what caught my attention initially. Of course, this big rise here is hard to miss, but I came in around this mark here and thought, oh gee, it's out of control. There's really very little retracement going on as it goes up. Okay, and what stands out on this chart, I don't know what it comes up is these Keltner channels here. When a stock's trending, that some people will trade these little grey channels there. I might try and make them a bit darker. So you can see there's one. There's the there they are, these two here. Some people like to trade them when they're ranging and use them sort of like Bollinger Bands and buying off the bounce or selling off the bounce and buying off the bounce on the bottom, selling on the bounce off the top. That's not what I use them for. I'm looking for the stock coming out, breaking away from that actual range. These Keltner channels I've used sort of a more extreme upper range here. It's the one featured in the turtle trading, the way of the turtle, where they have a 350-day moving average and use a multiple of 7 for this upper channel, and the lower channel I'm not really interested in. And what they would do is they would take positions that closed above that top channel and then trade them as breakouts, with some trailing stops. They probably were using. It's probably more useful for blue chips if you just take positions above that, but for these small caps I like to see an established channel there, and I've just drawn that there. That's a standard deviation channel with the mean line down the middle and standard deviation channels on the outside, so you can see where it's been trading pretty much in between those channels coming up to the top here. But when they start trading out of these Keltner channels is and and breaking out of there, pretty convincingly, then I like to get in. I'm not so much trying to pick this because I'm not that smart, but I think it's pretty hard. So I thought, I'll get in there and ride the coattails up for a few months, see how I go. I was looking at this lower channel, worst case scenario, in a few months' time, I might make 30%, which I was hoping, 65 cents. And well, that 70 cents was always going to be a bit of a worry, and it's got there pretty quicker than I expected. So I suppose when the price gets up to, and I'll just move that back over, and the price gets up to this historical level here, at 70 cents, I think that's when you need to be asking yourself if you're how bullish you are on the stock. And I personally am quite bullish on. I don't use automated stop losses. I use more of a time-based stop. A few months down the track, 16 weeks, and so my get out is around the February here, middle of February, and but I'm generally hoping that I'll make 30%. So I'm at that. It's up 30% now. So, but anyway, I'm just going to let that play out and see what happens. Will it get up there? Can it get up there? Can it move up there? Well, I think maybe we should have a look at the bigger picture again. Hang on, I'll go back to. Oops, it looks a bit cactus. Go back to the weekly chart there. I'm looking at where we go from here. Well, I'm looking at what sort of moves can this make? What this initial can make those sort of moves. It's made that move there. It's made, yeah, look, it's made one there, made one there. I'll pick this bottom here. It's made one up to that 35 cent. Pick that support line. It's made another one there. So if you wanted to take it from this low here, and 80. Well, if you want to take it, looking at 80 plus 80, between 80 and 85 cents. So that's I don't think that's unreasonable. But you really want to decide how bullish you are on this stock at this point here, because you're going to be breaking new territory now. You're not going to be you're really, just from the chart point of view, you're really guessing. So you decide whether you're bullish there. Maybe we'll get some sideways action, and we'll go back to the right to the daily chart again. Historically, when it's hit this top channel, it's sort of come down a bit, but not a lot. Not a lot. So maybe it'll want to go sideways and consolidate. If it broke this resistance level and then came back and found support, if that came to support line, new support line, then you'd have to be wanting to that'd have to be quite bullish. But even if you see consolidation along here, that would be bullish as well if it consolidates just below that line for a little bit. But it hasn't been doing a lot of consolidating in the past year or so, in the past 6 months. So yeah, I'll just have to, I think everyone's just got to decide how bullish they are on the stock and why why they've bought into it. Does it deserve to be at that price at the moment? And I think it does, but that's me. So I'm not gonna take my I'm just gonna see how this plays out and just stick to my time-based stop later on down the track and see how it goes. What else can we say? We probably can have a look at let me have a look here. This what initially drew the attention is this these directional that's a positive directional movement, and that red is the negative directional movement, and that grey is the average. So and this is sort of good for looking for accelerating trends when the blue and the red, when the blue positive crosses over the negative, and you get this the average then crosses from the bottom up into the middle here. Then it's looking it's suggesting that there's a trend wanting to happen. I can see where it's done it here, where there's been a cross back here with the blue coming up over the red, and the ADX the average crossing over the red, going up. So it sort of did pick it there. And generally when the average gets over the positive, like up in this area, it sort of suggests that it's getting a bit overheated. And you can see there it sort of put the brakes on just at that point there, but it really didn't retrace. But it did go sideways for a little bit, and then gradually you get a little cross there, but not really much to brag about. And then as it started to, it's had that bullish cross here, and then as it started to accelerate up here with, this was I thought was a good time for me to buy and just to ride the coattails of Sundance. Now it's getting up into this overheated part again, but having said that, it's actually turned up. That average is turned up a bit there as well, so I think the price is really knocking on that 70-cent door. Let's have a look at the directional on that. Let's just set directional chart. There we go. There's that nice bullish signal there, but the price moved pretty quickly then. Where are we? After that, the price really sort of hugged that upper part of that this upper part of this channel here. So yeah. It'll put the detrend, some accumulators up. This is the other thing I was looking at. Let's move that out of the way there. This is a detrended price oscillator. I'm just mapping those lower lows. So you've got that little trend line there happening there. If you're mapping it from, where are you? You wanted to try and click this one here, then let's see that it bounced off that trend channel there, and then I was thinking, maybe it'll hold there, but it didn't quite hold there, but it's sort of kicking up there again. So probably being a bit picky where I put that line, but that's nice accumulation anyway. There's a little bit of divergence there, but having said that, it hasn't really been paying much attention to the divergences going up. It's going sideways here, and there's a divergence coming down this section here, but it just hasn't